It's time for high school basketball on the Rev Game of the Week. We are at East Ascension Gym at East Ascension High School in Gonzales. I'm Jeff Porsche, and I'm joined by David Swacker. Tonight, we have boys high school basketball as the HL Bourgeois Braves, 3-10 on the season out of Terrebonne Parish, will take on the East Ascension Spartans, who are 8-5 on the season. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have an introduction of the starting lineups, and we'll have the opening tip. We'll be right back. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Daily routines change, but the land stays the same. There's ground to cover, a herd to feed, and you still have to make it back in time to get a clean start on tomorrow. So run with us on a John Deere Gator, because being linked to the land means the work never stops. Nothing runs like a deer.
At Ascension Equipment, save more today and mow tomorrow.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
The A-Team at Eustis Mortgage, here to serve all your home lending needs. Our company is a Louisiana-based family-owned mortgage company. Our mission is to provide custom-tailored mortgage solutions while educating our clients and providing the highest level of customer service during the transaction. Whether you're buying a home or looking to refinance, we would love to be of assistance to you. The A-Team at Eustis Mortgage is a proud supporter of Ascension Parish Athletics.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. I'm Jeff Porsche, and Coach Swack will be joining us in just a moment at the East Ascension Gym for HL Bourgeois versus East Ascension. And the clock has just been moved to about 5.5 minutes before game time. Originally it was about 18 minutes, but I think they just moved it up to start for 6:45. So that's about the tip-off time that we are expecting. So, Coach, you got these two teams here, and let's talk about the two coaches and their records on the season.
First of all, Jeff, outstanding job on that adjustment you just made when they scratched 15 minutes off that clock there.
I was very happy about that one.
Well, we've seen H.L. Bourgeois over the past number of years, and of course, I'm a partner. Coach Andrew Caillet was at Thibodeau High School for a number of years, and now at H.L. Bourgeois, and coming in with a 3 wins on the season, but got a very young team. And then you have first-year coach Troy Green. They're 8-5, and going into the schedule part, which is the holidays, and you end up having a lot of tournament ball and stuff like that during this time of your schedule.
Right. This is just kind of a lone game between tournaments. They played in the Madison Prep tournament very recently, and they're going to go play in the Wade Sims tournament later on in the week and next week after Christmas. And so that's kind of where East Ascension is on their schedule. We're almost ready for district play, but still have a few tournaments and games to be played. They're going to open up their district season against Dutchtown on January 11th. We're going to look at the starting lineups right now. And let's start by taking a look at the East Ascension starters. And we covered them a couple of weeks ago in the Spartan Classic against Donaldsonville. And those first 2 guys are the guys you're going to be looking for, the Irvins. Tanner Irvin, going to run the point, going to run the offense, and he does a good job at that. And Talikas Irvin, he's kind of their outside shooter, hit some threes, and he is their big scoring threat, so we expect to see a lot from Tanner and Talikas Irvin. Lathan Dumas, number 11, is going to be in the starting lineup. He's replacing the Darius Walker, who's not going to play tonight. He's injured, and so he's going to get the start tonight. And in the remainder of the starting lineup, Durain Franklin and Trenton Palmer. And so that's the H.L. Bourgeois, the East Ascension starting lineup. Now let's get to H.L. Bourgeois' starters. And their starters, number 2, Chris Coleman, who is a junior. Number 3, Cater Mitchell, who is a freshman. And then you got a couple of other guys coming in. Another freshman, number 20, Justin Ward. And then you have Taj Mosley, also a freshman. And then number 24, Malik Miles, who is a 5'8" sophomore. So this is a very young team that East Ascension is going to be facing. That's almost like we saw when the Donaldsonville Tigers came to town in the Spartan Classic. They started 3 freshmen as well, I believe. And so you're going to get 3 freshmen and a sophomore tonight for H.L. Bourgeois, Coach.
And Coach just got through, when I was chatting with him, he says, this is basically what we have right now. I'm going to be in this for 5 more years. And we have 7 freshmen that are going to play a lot for us this year. And he looks to have some very good years ahead with those kids.
So we're about 1:45 from the starting lineups and the tip-off between H.L. Bourgeois and East Ascension. The JV played earlier before this game, and it was a easy victory for East Ascension. And East Ascension, with a winning record right now and taking on the 3-10 H.L. Bourgeois Braves with a young lineup, you would expect a good game tonight for East Ascension based on what we know from the records and the players.
And the one I'm looking forward to seeing that we saw earlier in the previous game, I guess maybe about a week ago, Jeff, is the big kid, the right tackle for the Spartans, Bryson Martinez. Boy, you saw some nice fundamental moves in that JV game, keeping that ball above his head and making some nice little shots right around the goal and using his body to his advantage in a lot of ways. So I know he's going to probably be coming in as on a reserve row, but he got a lot of playing time against Donaldsonville about a week ago.
You got a couple of big guys. You have Martinez at 6'7", a freshman, and then you've got a sophomore, LeBron Napoleon, 6'9", sophomore. Both those guys you would expect to see coming in tonight. And there's a lot of injuries going into the game tonight. As we talked about, Darius Walker is not going to be playing. And we've also been told that Deron McZeal has an injury, and he may miss most, if not the entire season, with a leg injury. So we're just about ready for the opening tip, and that will be handled by Durain Franklin for H.L. Bourgeois and Mosley for Bourgeois and Franklin for East Ascension. East Ascension has it. And there's Talikis Irvin. Now working to the left side to Tanner Irvin. Now back to Talikis Irvin.
Yeah, man-to-man defense. You find all the good ones are playing that man-to-man, because somewhere down that road you're going to have to need that in critical situations.
So knocked out by the Braves, who are wearing the traditional blue and gray of H.L. Bourgeois High School.
And how do you know that, Coach?
That's kind of my home turf.
There you go.
Parish. East Ascension in the white with the gold. And there's a little nice pass give it up to Tanner Irvin, and he lays it in 2-0.
Boy, very good play there. Give and go by the Spartans. Nice job by that dribbling guard on the outside.
And now we'll see the Braves on offense for the first time tonight. Justin Ward up at the top.
And East Ascension also in man-to-man.
And over here we see Chris Coleman working from the left side. And we have a whistle. And an offensive foul going to be called against Cater Mitchell, number 3. So first foul of the night.
Mitchell trying to get a little position under that goal in that free throw lane and did a little bit too much body movement there.
Tanner Irvin runs the show for the Spartans. Palmer.
Look at this. This looks like the Globetrotters with all the
around the world.
Three guard exchange, guard to guard.
Talikis doesn't have a shot. Now he's got it down low. Puts it on the floor, gets back up and misses. Offensive rebound, loses it. And here comes Mosley for the Braves, and he slows it down. And a steal, and up and in for Lathan Dumas. 4-0. And this is what you see from East Ascension. You like to see that trap, that very aggressive defense nearly causes a turnover, but it goes out of bounds on the Spartans.
And foul on Trenton Palmer there, number 15.
So they'll throw it in. And everything, that's how EA plays defense. Everything is contested. And up and in, Chris Coleman, 4-2. East Ascension with the lead. Tanner Irvin. Now East Ascension, Palmer passes up to 3. Dumas to Talikis.
Well, you got a man-to-man. You got to have some type of motion offense going here.
Turnaround jumper at the free throw line by Tanner Irvin. No good. Offensive rebound. Talikis, he'll go to the line.
Shooting foul here.
And that's going to be number 3, Coleman. That's his second, isn't it, Coach? I believe that is his second foul. Then you're going to see a sub coming in as number 5, David Green, will check in after the free throw, which is no good. So 2.5 minutes in, it's 4-2, East Ascension with the lead.
Free throws, Jeff, free throws.
We had some trouble in the Donaldsonville game for East Ascension as well, last time we covered them. But he makes 1 of 2, and it's 5-2. And full court pressure. They drop back a little bit. Coleman gets it across. Low push. And now driving and shooting, no good. That was Green, and the rebound goes to Talikis Irvin.
Irvin right there, Talikis Irvin. Nice job of going straight up and getting that rebound.
Underneath the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, Tanner Irvin, no good. He gets his own rebound. And now down low, shot, no good. Offensive rebound, put back in by Talikis Irvin.
Well, that didn't take but 5 shots, and everyone were right around the goal right there, and East Ascension doing an outstanding job of getting those offensive rebounds and putting it back up quickly.
7-2 is our score. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. East Ascension with the lead. And here comes a three. Good by Taj Mosley, and it's 7-5. And now kicking it out, and a three, in and out. And another offensive rebound. Tanner Irvin in front of the three-point line. No good offensive rebound. No good offensive rebound. How many times have we said that?
No, referee with a foul.
And it looks like...
I don't like it when that referee doesn't come over there to that scoring table and report that foul.
Right. And the foul is going to be, I believe, on H.L. Bourgeois. And so now Coach Caillouette is going to call a timeout. And we'll keep it here. And let's talk about what East Ascension did in the Madison Prep Classic. That was the last tournament that they played in. They had a losing record in it. They were 1-2, but they played some really good teams. Huntington up from the Shreveport area, 61-47. They lost that game. Beat Washington Marion out of Lake Charles, 49-44. And then Booker T. Washington out of Shreveport came in and beat them by a score of 65-45.
Yeah, and Booker T., that would be in the same area as Shreveport, right along I-20 there. I tell you what, the Spartans, they've probably gotten over 10 rebounds already.
Mm-hmm.
And
6 or 7.
Coach Caillouette might say, I need you to block out. But they are blocking out, but it's the long rebounds that the Spartans are taking advantage of here.
And the drive and a block. And now a steal, and here comes East Ascension. Dumas lays it in. By the way, at the timeout, the foul was against East Ascension. The foul was on Tanner Irvin. So that's why H.L. Bourgeois had possession. It's 9-5, 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Now the Braves with Coleman. Kicks it out over to Miles. Miles over to Mosley. Trapped by Kalaikas Irvin. Gets it over to Green.
A lot of movement.
A lot of patience, too. Now it's Coleman. He'll drive, goes up, and that's going to be a charge.
Very good call by the official right there. 15 for East Ascension. Trenton Palmer. Nice job. Boy, he was set so early. Look at right there.
Absolutely.
Great play by our camera crew.
And now 3 from Palmer. Good. Got the home iron on that one.
He got the Palmer roll.
And knocked out of bounds. Going to go back to the Braves. 12-5. East Ascension with the lead. And we have a whistle. And I think there was contact. And I think they're going to call the foul on Dumas, number 11. And so they'll throw it in again. And we have a substitution coming in. Dewan Barrow checking in for HLB.
The Braves from down between the Thibodaux and Houma area.
Right. They're in Gray, Louisiana, which is north of Houma, still in Terrebonne Parish. Last time we saw them on the Rev Game of the Week, they were playing football playoffs against Sandoval last year. Now we're going to see them in basketball, and a drive into the lane, up and in for Malik Miles.
Miles, a nice job using that left hand, protecting that ball with his body.
And now Spartans with possession. And Palmer will try another 3, and it's wide right, off the right rim, and here comes the Braves. They want to run. Now Coleman will slow it down. 1:41 left to go in the first. And a long 3, good. Chris Coleman makes it 12-10.
And I'm going to say that was legit NBA three right there.
Absolutely. That's the junior leader on their team. And now East Ascension, Palmer over to Tlaikis, now the right side. Three and contact after the shot. He'll go to the line, I believe. So the foul is going to be on number 5, Green. And it looks like Dumas is going to shoot 3.
And David Green at 6'4".
So the first one is good. It was an unnecessary foul. The shot was already off. Missed the second one.
Well, when you're 6'4", and if you go up straight, you know, and you're that distance away from him, Jeff.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to block it, but you know you got to figure what's your percentages: 30%, 25%. And percent, you know, that was 2 out of 3 made the free throws.
So it's 14-10, and nice crossover, shot no good. Offensive rebound goes out of bounds. Some substitutions in for HLB. Greg Shands, number 4, and Justin Ward, number 20. As we're inside of a minute, it's 14-10. East Ascension with the lead. And here comes a 3 from Palmer. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Great position, and he puts it back in. And points for Dwayne Franklin, 16-10.
Well, somewhere along the line here, Jeff, East Ascension, the guard's going to have to figure out, we're getting all of our points under this goal.
Yep.
Let's get that ball underneath right here. I know every once in a while, you know, we wide open from the 3 and stuff, but let's get the ball underneath and see what our big guys can do closer to the goal.
I think the difference in the first quarter has a whistle and a foul, and
player control.
Call the foul on number 20.
Dribbling, and you saw that shoulder dip right there.
Yep.
I tell you what, our camera crew, if they're located in a perfect spot where all the action is taking place.
Absolutely. We're inside of 20 seconds. It looks like East Ascension will have the lead after the first quarter, and the difference has been offensive rebounds as Dumas has it now, passed down low and blocked.
But great job.
And it's stolen at the last second. No good. And our score at the end of the first, 16-10. East Ascension leads HL Bourgeois. We'll take a break. You are watching the Rev, the game of the week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Ascension Equipment, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, Gaucher and Amadei, Our Lady of the Lake Health, Piku Builder Supplies, Rots Downing Chevrolet, Walk-Ons, Austin Fire Systems, Eustace Mortgage, SKR Construction, for their support of our EA Sports Medicine program.
Second quarter about to begin. Jeff Porsche, David Swacker, 16-10. East Ascension with the lead. Second quarter about to begin, and in the second quarter we're going to talk about District 5-5A a lot. And so first thing we're going to do is take a quick look at the records, and then we'll talk about these teams as the quarter progresses. You see Walker on top with an 8-0 record. Sandoval with a 10-win season so far, 10-3. East Ascension 8-5. You know that from tonight. Dedham Springs having a decent season, 7-5. Live Oak 5-4. Dutchtown has the lone losing record in the district right now, 4-7. Of course, there haven't been any district games played yet, but we're going to talk about these teams as the second quarter goes on and what we kind of expect this season in District 5-5A. Kind of gone so far as I would have expected, as HL Bourgeois will throw the ball in. We'll talk about that more at the breaks. And so number 11, this is Barrow. We have a whistle and a 5-second count.
Coach, I love that. Coach Green's got to be saying, 5-second count, man-to-man, outstanding job.
Everything is contested. That's what the theme is for East Ascension defense. And now the drive, now kicks it out, passes up the 3.
That shot has been wide open.
And now the baseline drive, floater, no good. Defensive rebound, Mosley for HLB. Trying to get the charge. And let's see here. So they're going to call the elbow on Mosley.
Well, East Ascension having 3 kids coming in.
And lost the ball. That was Darren Irvin. And goes up and scores. Number 11, Dewan Barrow. And 19-12, our score. Number 3, Sonny Fontenot with the points.
Sonny Fontenot with a number change tonight.
Right. Wearing Nadarius Walker's number tonight. Definitely not Nadarius Walker. So Sonny Fontenot gets
Nadarius
on the score sheet.
I wish I could shoot like that.
Oh, he can. Just not tonight. We're a minute into the second quarter, 7-point lead, East Ascension. The drive. Now kicks it out.
Well, you can tell with this fresh group right here, a lot of energy out on the floor defensively.
And now the shot at the free throw line is good, and the foul. Justin Ward with the points, making it 19-14. So he has the substitutions.
Both benches. Coach Cayette checking to see, which one of his young Braves can get out there and participate in that 5A district.
All right, they play in the Bayou District 5A. Or not 5A, 5A. And now the bounce pass down low, up, and no good. And offensive rebound, Darren Irvin scores.
Well, usually it's 3 rebounds before they score, but outstanding job of putting that ball away a lot quicker.
And we have a reach in, and the foul, that's going to be against Tanner Irvin, number 1. 2 minutes into the second quarter, 6-point lead, East Ascension over HL Bourgeois.
Jeff, this is one thing I like about both teams. Not a whole lot of defense played with the hands. That's where you pick up the little ticky-tack fouls. A lot of defense played with the feet.
Got another sub for EA. TJ Winsey checks in, number 13.
They're going to get a 5-second call here.
And Barrow does get it off, though. And a bounce pass down low to Ward goes through his legs. And another turnover. And East Ascension sets up with the backcourt of Dumas and Fontenot. Half-court defense for the Braves. 3, Winsey, no good, over the backboard. And
well, it touched the wire.
Yes.
Anytime you touch anything other than that backboard up there or go over it completely, it's going to be a turnover.
Coleman and Mitchell are checking in for HL Bourgeois. They're hanging in here. 21-15. As you see the full court pressure once again for the Braves. And kicks it out. Baseline drive, shot, whistle. And he's going to go to the line.
A good call right there. Up in the air, and he made that little bit of move right here. You can see it coming baseline right here.
Right. Fouls on number 21, Corey Boudreau, who is also checked in for East Ascension. And first free throw is good from Justin Ward. 21-16, 21-17.
This might be a free throw shooting contest here tonight, Jeff.
And HL Bourgeois hanging. Now kicking it back out. Down low to Boudreau, and got him with the body. And a charge.
Well, made that turn and got that shoulder in there.
So Corey Boudreaux commits 2 fouls early. Also in the game for East Ascension, number 5, Chad Clark. And now another NBA 3, and that one's off. Fight for the rebound. I believe that's off of East Ascension, excuse me, H.L. Bourgeois. That's what I meant to say. And it'll be East Ascension possession. 21-17, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Pass down low. Clark, turnaround jumper in.
I don't know what they call that shot nowadays, but we used to call it the old reverse layup.
Didn't use the board, though. And we have a charge. But that time, Corey Boudreaux did a good job standing his ground. Look at the replay right here.
Coming right at you. Just standing there waiting.
I believe that was Coleman with the foul.
You know, all H.L. Bourgeois kid has to do is if you could just pull up and shoot that 6 to 8 foot jumper right there.
A lot of teams don't like to do that, though. They like to get it down low or they like to shoot the 3. There's Fontenot. Now to Dumas. Drives the lane, shoots. No good. Boudreaux, offensive rebound up, and he'll go to the line.
So we got a bonus situation on both sides.
So both teams will go to the line. That was a shooting foul anyway, so he was going to the line regardless. 4:22 before the half. It's 23-17. Corey Boudreaux shooting 2. Good.
East Ascension has some nice size.
Absolutely. Look at these guys. Corey Boudreaux's 6'5", and he's about the there's 2 or 3 options taller than him down in the post. Second free throw, no good. And a fight for the rebound goes to the ground. And we're going to get a tie ball right here, I believe. Possession, I think, is going to go to the Spartans. To see the fight for it. Good job by the offense keeping that ball in play.
And the thing that you want to see as a coach, where's my guys? Get on the floor, get after the ball, and both teams did that.
And Dumas trying to get it into Fontenot, and he does. And a 3. Dumas, air ball.
This shot from the corner.
And Miles gets the rebound, and Bourgeois running. They drive. And
now that's a block.
With the body, and it counts.
And watch it. We get this replay. A nice little look right here coming right at us. And you see pretty obvious if you're the official.
Right. Point.
He's such a defensive player. Moves under the dribbler as he's in the air.
Cater Mitchell
makes a 3-point the old-fashioned way.
Yep, and they're going to have to take Boudreaux out the game. He has 3 fouls. And you see number 20 coming in, Justin Scott. And Wenzy back in the game, Talikas Irvin back in the game. And Wenzy will take it over to Scott. Hondo to Talikas Irvin. And now Scott has it, stops his dribble, kicks it out to Fondo for 3, no good. And it's an offensive rebound no good. Wenzy missed, goes out of bounds, and it's to the blue.
Well, East Ascension's getting a ton of shots at the goal. And you're sitting here looking at the score, 24-20. They're just not getting enough to go in.
Now Bourgeois with possession. Passes up the 3. Now stops at the free throw line, turns around, jumps. No good. Rebound. Chad Clark.
Well, nice job, boy. H.L. Bourgeois so quick up and down that floor.
Talikas Irvin. Now over to Wenzy. 3:10 left to go. Fontenot, and the pass tipped away by an H.L. Bourgeois player. It'll still be white ball. 24-20. Been a close one. East Ascension has led all the way, but They're hanging in there, and an offensive rebound from the three is good as Clark scores after Irvin misses the three, and it's 26-20.
Clark doing a good job of going straight up, not getting on the back.
And a steal by Fontenot. And now fast break, up and in.
Very good job there, East Ascension.
That's
I wonder how many times you think this ball touched the floor on that fast break. I think once.
It was textbook, that was for sure. Old-fashioned fast break, and now response by H.L. Bourgeois.
And that's Ward. And Justin Ward, nice job right there. Seeing Justin wide open.
H.L. Bourgeois doing a good job of keeping things close. And we're going to have a foul, number 5.
David Green.
Yep.
Going to be a 1-and-1 situation.
Lindsay will shoot.
Not certain.
I think that was a mistake on the number. I think that was Shan's number 4, because Green just checked in number 5.
That was a heck of a foul then.
Yep. Yeah, it has quite the reach. That's all I'll say. Lindsay will shoot 1-and-1. No good. Out of bounds. Blue. H.L. Bourgeois will have possession. H.L. Bourgeois, as I said, doing a good job keeping things close. This game has been in that 4 to 6 point range for about a quarter now. Doing a good job just staying alive. Setting up. This is that's Barrow for HLB. Oh, nearly lost his dribble. Passes down low, and a strip and a foul. And so Malik Miles will go to the line with 1:48 left to go in the second. Excuse me. They got the first half.
And this is where the Braves have been doing an outstanding job with these free throws.
Until then.
Well, the
jinx.
Commentator jinx.
And now Martinez will check in. That's the first time we've seen him tonight on the varsity side.
Now Martinez, when he gets that ball down low, the thing that's going to be different from this JV game to the varsity game is the quickness of those guards. So you got to be able to keep that ball above your shoulders and rotate and get it up in the hole a lot quicker than you did in that JV game.
So both free throws are missed. And now here's a three. Good for Talakis Irvin. And so he gets his first three of the night. It's 31-22.
We had that nice view of that technique of Irvin. Talakis, nice shot right there from the top of the key area.
And now driving the baseline, stops and is stripped, and Fondo has it. And we have a whistle, and I'm going to call Fontenot with a little
I think that was push. A good call right there. The official's right on top of it, and you'll see it right here.
Well, actually, that's
the three-pointer.
Yes, and that's this beautiful form there by Talakis Irvin. Straightaway three is good. 1:08 left to go, 31-22. Was hoping to talk some more about 5-5A. We hadn't had a break yet, though, as the three is missed. And Martinez with the rebound, and East Ascension's running. Lindsay, the drive by Irvin. Misses. He'll go to the line.
Well, under a minute. And East Ascension has kind of stretched out that lead by a few more.
So at halftime, I guess we'll talk some more about 5-5A. We're going to talk about East Ascension's upcoming Rev Game of the Week schedule, as they're our feature team here tonight in our final live broadcast of the calendar year 2022. First free throw's no good. So East Ascension, we're going to have a lot of action on Rev later in the upcoming months.
Here we have soccer and
boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer. It's a 10-point lead right now. So we'll talk about all that stuff at halftime.
And, with the World Cup just finishing up, if you come out to a soccer game in this parish, it's going to be an outstanding athletic event.
Absolutely, as Taj Mosley scores for the Braves, and it's an 8-point lead. Irvin, pass down low to Martinez, up, and they call it travel.
Not real excited when that outside official calls traveling on down around the goal there.
Inside of 20 seconds, 8-point lead, full court press. And nearly a steal by Talikas Irvin. Now the three hits the side of the backboard, and we have contact, and Talikas Irvin will go to the line to shoot.
Good job there by Green, helping up.
Right. That was a total accident. I think he kind of pulled up a little bit to kind of draw the foul, but it was a little rougher than they thought it might be. But good court awareness to pull up a little bit and draw the contact. But he misses the first free throw. 8-point lead. Bourgeois still hanging around. Second free throw is good. 9-point lead. Will the Braves get a shot off? Nearly a double dribble there. Kicks it out, and a intermediate jumper, no good. And the heave misses. And we're at halftime, 33-24. HL Bourgeois with the lead. We'll take a break, and we'll talk about some things at halftime in just a moment. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Daily routines change, but the land stays the same. There's ground to cover, a herd to feed, and you still have to make it back in time to get a clean start on tomorrow. So run with us on a John Deere Gator, because being linked to the land means the work never stops. Nothing runs like a deer.
At Ascension Equipment, save more today and mow tomorrow.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
The A-Team at Eustis Mortgage, here to serve all your home lending needs. Our company is a Louisiana-based family-owned mortgage company. Our mission is to provide custom-tailored mortgage solutions while educating our clients and providing the highest level of customer service during the transaction. Whether you're buying a home or looking to refinance, we would love to be of assistance to you. The A-Team at Eustis Mortgage is a proud supporter of Ascension Parish Athletics.
PQ Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, PQ proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at PQ Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week halftime at Spartan Gym. East Ascension leads H.L. Bourgeois 33-24. I'm Jeff Porsche and Coach Swack's with me. Before we talk about anything else, let's do a quick look at the scoring and foul situation. For H.L. Bourgeois, Coleman has 5 points and 3 fouls. Mitchell has 3 points, 2 fouls. Green has no points but 3 fouls. Barrow 2 points. Ward with 7. Mosley with 5. And Miles with 2 points. Now on the East Ascension side, Sonny Fondo 3 points, 2 fouls. Tanner Irvin 2 points. Chad Clark 4 points. Kalaikas Irvin 8 points, 6 points for Lathan Dumas. Lorraine Franklin 2 points, 2 points for TJ Winsey. Trent Palmer with 3, Corey Boudreau with 1 and 2 fouls, and Darren Irvin with 2 points and 2 fouls. And that's where we stand, 33-24. And so East Ascension, our feature team here tonight. Let's talk about the upcoming Rev schedule for the East Ascension Spartans. And so let's look at what's going to happen up here. Our replay during Christmas time, since there'll be no games, the East Ascension comeback victory over Denham in football, which was a great game, one of the best games that I covered all season. And that's a good one. If you haven't seen it yet, tune into that. Then boys soccer, EA Santa Maria. Girls soccer, EA Santa Maria. That's in twice in 3 days. Then girls soccer, Dutchtown EA. Girls basketball, EA Santa Maria. Boys basketball, Dutchtown at EA on February 10th. That's the next time we'll get the boys basketball team in action. And then again on the 14th, Santa Maria versus East Ascension. So that's a lot of times you're going to see the Spartans on our schedule in the upcoming couple of months. And when we do the Santa Maria and Dutchtown games, we'll tell you what else we'll be covering in January and February for those teams. But of course, a lot of those schools, they're playing East Ascension, so you already know they're going to be on TV. We'd like to get those parish matchups.
And no matter what we're talking about here, girls, boys, soccer or basketball, outstanding here at Ascension Parish. And so be sure to tune in. Great play-by-play, color commentating, and good action by. And look, girls and boys in both sports have had some nice success in past years.
Right, especially on the soccer side with the Dutchtown and Santa Maria teams making a lot of movement.
And I think Dutchtown boys
made it to the finals.
State runner-up last year.
And the girls made it to the semis. And in the past, there have been some nice runs from the Santa Maria soccer teams as well. In basketball, let's talk about the boys basketball as we go here. We looked at the records earlier, and we can maybe get those back up again since we got a minute or two to look at it. And it's kind of gone as expected so far. When you look at the top team in the district right now being Walker, and that really comes as no surprise. They're going to probably be the odds-on favorite to win the district this season. And then the thing I want to look at, though, is that kind of bunch up in the middle here. Santa Maria with the 10 wins, East Ascension 8-5, Denham at 7-5. That's kind of your next tier. You would expect a team to come out of there being pretty successful. One of those teams, Santa Maria, of course, has the best record, but East Ascension's played a really tougher schedule probably, and that's why they are where they are.
Well, first of all, Jeff, a lot of Ascension Parish people might say Walker, 8-0 believe me, Walker is outstanding in girls and boys basketball.
Right.
And you say, well, Santa Ma, 10-3, is that a norm right there? Yes, it is. In the last 5 or 6 years, Coach Uzzi has won on average over 20 games each of those years. So, basketball is a nice sport. And look, when you watch it, it's all man-to-man defense, and they're playing really hard.
Yep, as we've gone about 30 seconds into the third quarter and no scoring yet, as Tanner Irvin knocks it out of bounds, and H.L. Bourgeois has possession. Taj Mosley now gets it out to Ward. Ward will shoot, and no good. Offensive rebound, Miles. Seen a lot of offensive rebounds on both sides here tonight. And now HLB will set up.
Well, the height advantage helps out the Spartans. And they're doing an outstanding job of getting that second and third shot. Sometimes it's taking that second, third, fourth shot to get that ball back in the hole.
We're a minute in, and the baseline jumper no good. And another fight for a rebound. This time it's East Ascension Franklin. And they're running and slam and a foul.
That woke up the crowd.
That woke me up. Check that out.
Talikas?
Nice pass. Franklin gets it out, and not a chance.
That was from outside the free throw lane.
The guys got hops as Justin Ward commits the foul, and it's 35-24, 36-24.
Nice job there by Irvin, Talikas Irvin.
And this is why East Ascension's going to be a contender, because they got great athletes like Talikas Irvin who can do big things. And now a three from Ward, the answer no good. Rebound, Tanner Irvin, he's running over to the wing, and the bounce down low, and points. Dwayne Franklin, and we're going to get a timeout as H.L. Bourgeois is in a little bit of trouble as they're down.
Alley-oop right there.
Yep. They could have gotten that. Now it's a 38-24 lead, as it's a 14-point game now for East Ascension. As we're going to look again at
watch
that.
This, you can't
slam
see. Well,
outside
there you go. Nice
the lane.
Job.
Yes, and the great camber shot as well, coming right
so
in
as
our
a track
faces.
guy, I'm sitting here going, this guy will be able to long jump. He doesn't have a lot of body fat on him.
Right.
And it's pretty obvious sprinting down the floor. He's got good speed. So we're talking 23 feet plus, probably long jumping.
And that helped wake up the crowd, and that helped give East Ascension the biggest lead of the game, and they are threatening to pull away a little bit here as it's 38-24. In the third.
Well, Jeff, East Ascension starts this quarter not missing shots and making shots.
Right.
And all of a sudden that score is a big change.
Yep. Now HLB needs an answer. Baseline jumper, no good. That was Mosley who missed, and it goes out of bounds to Blue. And now we got a couple of substitutions getting ready to come in. Dewan Barrow and David Green for HLB. And Mosley and Miles will check out. Now the pass inside the jumper, no good. Offensive rebound. And they're going to call it on Tanner Irvin. Irvin reaches in on the rebound.
Well, you follow that rebound and you slap at the ball, and if there's any noise in there, official's going to call a foul.
Yep. And the jumper is good. So an answer by Justin Ward, and it's a 12-point game. Now they're trying to run, and Franklin misses, but he gets his own rebound up, and no good. Another offensive rebound, and another offensive rebound, and in. 3 offensive rebounds, and the putback by Talikas Irvin.
They ran that play about 10 times in the first half.
Yep. Both teams doing a great job on the offensive line, but on the offensive rebounds, offensive line. And we have a travel, a turnover. But even though H.L. Bourgeois is getting some good offensive rebounds and keeping their possessions alive, but East Ascension's doing a much better job of getting the points on the board, even though it might take them 3 or 4 shots at it. And the pass goes out of bounds, tipped, I believe, and it's going to be White possession.
Boy, it's amazing how this game in just about 3 possessions changes for the Spartans right here.
Yep.
With good defense and good offense.
Now Tanner Irvin, baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. And now here comes Ward, and it's stolen by Irvin. And now the bounce pass kicked out of bounds by Chris Coleman. So we're 3 minutes into the third quarter. And I believe it's a 7-2 ball game in this third quarter on scoring, which has given them the 14-point lead. Now Tanner Irvin kicks it out to Talikas. Good. And another 3. That's at least 2 of them for him.
And Talikas, I tell you what, that's so smooth.
And the block by Franklin goes out of bounds. And that's what you like about Talikas Irvin. As I said, he's your inside and outside presence.
There he is on the outside. He can kick it
out on the 3.
Shoulder square.
But then he can slam it home as well.
Good follow through.
Absolutely.
Offensively and defensively, getting the job done for the Spartans.
And points for Barrow. It's 43-28. And the fight for the pass, and it's taken by HLB, and the putback is no good. No foul, goes out of bounds off of Tanner Irvin.
I thought HL Bourgeois had a nice change of possession right there and just could not get the easy ball, easy shot in there.
Looked like Ward was going to get a layup, but he missed the putback. And there's a defensive rebound. And East Ascension running again. They're running a lot more, and they're getting more success as Dumas scores for the Spartans. It's a 17-point game. Now the drive in the lane, up and in, score for Cater Mitchell. 45-30. And kicks it out to Tanner Irvin.
Now this is one of
Talikas kind of lost focus there for a second.
Well,
pass was a little off.
This is the first time they kind of set it up. There's nothing wrong with that by no means.
No.
But, nothing positive came out of that deal. If you're going to set it up, it's just like getting the ball up and down the floor. You got to be moving.
Jumper, no good. Offensive rebound again. Blocked. Offensive rebound, no good. Defensive rebound. Talikas finally says enough of that. And here's Tanner.
Oh,
down
beautiful
low
pass.
And points.
You look at him just shaking that head. I had that one all the way.
Daraine Franklin gets points, and it's a 17-point game. Now we got some contact, and number 15, Palmer, commits the foul. As I look down here, beautiful pass, just left uncontested. Great assist.
Look at him shaking that head. You saw him, Jeff. He says, yep. I did good right there.
Absolutely. Now drive, shoots, no good. Rebound. Finally gets to the Braves. It's Barrow. Now he'll shoot and score from 3.
Hey, man, he's close to being in the stands right there.
47-33, and now another 3 in and out. Missed by Palmer. Fight for the rebound, and it's taken by the Braves. They're running. They want to make a run. A 3, no good. Defensive rebound to Talikas Irvin. 2.5 minutes. And now a 3 on the other side. No good. Missed by Dumas. And now here comes HLB. And contact. And a whistle.
Yeah, that was stolen by Coleman.
And I believe we're going to get free throws right here. So Barrow will go to the line. DeJuan Barrow.
Tell you another thing here, Jeff. A nice job by the officials. There's a lot of running in both directions, and you have to stay ahead of the action because if you're on the outside and the ball is underneath, you're not in position to make that call. Somebody's got to be the lead official and get under that goal to see what's going on.
So it's a 12-point game, 47-35. It's been East Ascension all the way. Pulling away in this third quarter a little bit, but Bourgeois trying to make a run. And we're going to get the foul.
On Barrow.
It's going to be Barrow, who just shot the free throws with 2:03 left to go. So it'll be East Ascension possession. Tanner Irvin will throw it in. Now Irvin has it, kicks it out, and he'll take a shot. Good. He faked it, and then nobody came at him, and so he said, okay, I'll just go right ahead, and points for Palmer. So a three, and the answer no good. Defensive rebound, and it's Irvin again. Talikis serving now. Tanner Irvin with possession over to Dumas. Tanner Irvin, now the drive, baseline. Palmer scores again. So that's 5 in a row for Palmer. 52-35, 17-point game, just like that. 1:20 left to go in the third.
A lot of good teamwork here by both teams tonight, but the Spartans just a little bit better.
And blocked, and offensive rebound is good by Taj Mosley. Well, the offensive rebound was good, but the putback was good, actually, technically. 52-37. Now Dumas gets it down to Tanner Irvin, shoots, misses. Defensive rebound by Miles. And now the drive, kicks it out. Baseline jumper, no good. Defensive rebound, Tanner Irvin. And there's Dumas, and it's stolen.
Boy, great steal there by Taj Mosley.
And a three-pointer is good by DeJuan Barrow.
Well, all of a sudden, creeping up there with the Braves.
5-0 run, answered by a 5-0 run. 18 seconds left. And a three, Talikis good.
Talikis, he's been over here on our left side.
Oh, but he's
sudden,
amphibious.
Yes.
7 seconds.
There we go.
And another three. So now we got a three-point barrage on both sides as that was made by DeJuan Barrow, and now it's 55-43.
Fun
so
quarter
it's back
to watch there, Jeff. Fun quarter.
that was a fun quarter for sure. And so we'll take a break, a 12-point lead for EA. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Ascension Equipment, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, Gaucher and Amadei, Our Lady of the Lake Health, Piku Builder Supplies, Ross Downing Chevrolet, Walk-Ons, Austin Fire Systems, Eustis Mortgage, SKR Construction, for their support of our EA Sports Medicine Program.
Back in the fourth quarter, about to begin. It's a 12-point game. East Ascension with the lead. Jeff Forrest, David Slacker with you. Let's talk about East Ascension and what they did in the Spartan Classic. Hadn't talked about that. We had that a couple of weeks ago. We did the Donaldsonville game, and that was a very successful week for East Ascension as they went 4-0. They beat Thibodaux by a score of 63-47. Then they beat Donaldsonville. That was our game of the week a couple of weeks ago, 57-43. Then they beat Estruma 83-57, and then got the win on Saturday against Livonia, 51-45. And so 4-0 in their own tournament, and that's always good as the shot is blocked, and they'll go to the line. Chad Clark will shoot two.
Tanner Irvin right there, a little look away with the bounce pass.
So the first free throw is good. 13-point lead. And a putback, no good by Tanner Irvin, but an offensive rebound misses. Dumas lost his footing. And HLB running, shot, charge, turnover, Chris Coleman. Well, not technically a turnover, an offensive foul.
Well, there have been 5 or 6 charge, player control fouls.
Right.
Blocking fouls.
Lycus Irvin, he's on fire.
I'm going to just tell you, I would have to move in 20 steps before I could make that shot.
That's his 4th or 5th three. And that time,
I don't know. I just
Barrow missed the answer. He's been getting the answer.
Is it more difficult to shoot from the corner that you have no background behind you?
I don't like shooting from the baseline, but a lot of kids love to shoot from that baseline. I prefer shooting from the top of the key.
And most of your middle schools here in Ascension Parish, if you go to the baseline, you'd be out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot more compact on those courts, Swack. That's for sure, right?
What is that, 19 feet 9 inches?
Mm-hmm. DeJuan Barrow, 59-44, and he gets it again, 59-45.
14
Not bad
points
free throw shooting tonight.
14 points could get quick.
Fondo's in the game right now. You just saw him. Clark puts it up and misses. Defensive rebound. That's Mitchell. Now Barrow. He's been the answer to Lycus Irvin on the Braves side in the second half. Now we see Coleman. Barrow lost it and contact, and I think Clark will be called for the foul.
That'll be Chad Clark. Little blocking foul. Good call by the official.
6:40 left to go. And another long three, short. Lycus with the rebound to
Coach
Tanner.
Green might say that ball hit the ground, and we still got the rebound right there. Good job on blocking out and getting position.
Kicking it out, and he took a step. As that time you had Lycus on the wing, and he passed it up, but got a little anxious.
But we had 5 passes without the ball touching the floor. That's impressive.
Yes. And it's 59-45 still. 6:17 left to go. Barrow having a nice night for the Braves. NBA three, no good. Rebound Green, and he is contacted from behind. I believe that foul called on number 3.
3?
I believe Mitchell. I thought it was going to be on 23, but I didn't see 2 hands go up. Bounce pass, and he scores. Chad Clark. 16
Chad Clark got position under there, did a good job feeding. I'm going to tell you, this is what I like. You know, but both teams, but especially East Ascension, you know, they will get the ball to their teammate in a second.
And Cater Mitchell with the putback, another offensive rebound and points for the Braves. This is Dumas. Fondo for 3, long, no good. Goes out of bounds to HLB. HL Bourgeois kept it within 4 to 6 to 8 points in the entire first half, but East Ascension went on an early run in the third quarter, and now it's been around 12 to 15 the rest of the way. Has a long shot, no good. Offensive rebound, putback, goes to the line. Cater Mitchell, number 3. Foul's going to be on Lycus Irvin as we're 3 minutes into the final quarter. HL Bourgeois has not been able to make a run tonight. They have just been able to kind of keep pace after East Ascension makes their runs.
Well, they don't have the experience and the height to get that ball
right,
to get multiple opportunities at shots on each possession that East Ascension has gotten.
And remember, we talked about it earlier, Coach, 3 to 5 freshmen in their rotation.
And that's 48 to 6. You're dealing with, 13 points? It's not a whole lot.
Clark put back in the scores.
Good effort right there by Clark.
I like his aggressiveness, 6'4" senior. And it's 63-49. Long three, no good. And a rebound. That goes to Winsey, who's checked in for EA. Winsey goes to the baseline, and he takes a step.
Good call.
Turnover for the Spartans. 4.5 minutes left. You got a 14-point lead. Do you slow it down, Coach? Or when do you slow it down?
Well, I think we've already seen that in the last 30 seconds of the game. I don't think
contact and a foul.
You throw this, you might work the ball in more, but East Ascension, they're an offensive juggernaut when they're moving the ball and on the run. Easy layups for their teammates.
Barrow, I talked about him. He's having a great game for H.L. Bourgeois. He's keeping them single-handedly in this contest. He's made a lot of threes. He's been good at the free throw line. He's the senior leader of this team. And it's 63-50. Halfway through the final quarter. Now here's Winsey. To Tlikas. Posting down low to Clark. Up and scores.
That's what you call a power move there, Jeff.
Yep. I think he's got at 6 to 8 this quarter. Now Barrow shoots. And a rebound to Fontenot. And it's stripped from behind. Now Coleman drives and scores. And it's 65-52. And now we have a timeout called by, I believe that's going to be called by H.L. Bourgeois, and it's a 13-point game with 3:23 left to go. Let's finish up our discussion of 5-5A, Coach. We got to the teams in the middle, and we talk about Walker up top, Santa Maria, EA, Denham Springs, kind of in that middle ground right there. And then at the bottom you have Live Oak and Dutchtown. Don't know a lot about Live Oak. They're 5-4 in the season, kind of a mystery team since we haven't really seen them this season. Don't know what they're returning, and since they're new to the 5-5A district, don't know a lot about them. Dutchtown, they're at the bottom with the losing record, 4-7, and we've covered them. And the thing about this Dutchtown team, we saw them win against Grace King. But they're still having a little bit of trouble with that lack of experience in the backcourt, Coach, where they lost all their backcourt players a season ago, and they're still trying to solve those problems.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of wondering, Walker 8-0.
Yeah.
Where have they missed the tournaments? Where they've missed some games here.
Right.
And you have Dutchtown, which I know they kind of got a late start in their scheduling with only 11 games. So Live Oak with 9 games. So it seems like you ought to be in the mid-teens right here, somewhere in that area on your schedule.
And they're still hustling up the court, and no good. Offensive putback, no good. And here comes H.L. Bourgeois. And misses the layup. .252 left to go. And we have a tie ball. And I believe that's going to go to H.L. Bourgeois. We talked about Dutchtown's boys team. The Dutchtown girls team won tonight against Karen Crow 49-41. Coach, you're 14-2 on the season. just a couple of years ago, they were struggling to win ball games. Chase Delry has turned that team around in a hurry. They're 14-2, and if you ever see Nia Miller play, you got to watch her. When we cover her this season, she's going to be fun to watch.
I think didn't we cover a game between Denham Springs and Dutchtown last year where they had two young girls?
It was
on each a young player on each team that were outstanding.
The girls 5-5A, as it's now a 10-point game, by the way, as you put it back and going to the line. It's been a very nice quarter here for Chad Clark. But on the girls' side, about a week ago, I haven't checked the power rankings recently this week, but going into about a week ago, 5 of the 6 teams in the girls 5-5A were in the top 12. And, of course, you got Walker. You talked about them. They're going to be really good. Santa Ma is really good. They just keep getting better every season. And now, all of a sudden, Dutchtown is playing hard. And they're 14-2. And Denham is going to be a good team as well. So that girls' district's going to be wild this season. It's 67-55 over here on the boys' side. And I believe you're going to get a whistle.
Can't make that call all the way across the court like that.
I thought maybe they were going to call traveling.
So
You've talked about this official on that far side a couple of times here tonight.
Yeah, just in that 3-man crew, you're in the area right there. The lead official's under the goal, and they're dribbling the ball right there, 3 or 4 feet away from that official. Whether the call was right or wrong is beside the point. It's like that ball was called out of bounds. It wouldn't look good if this guy over here called this one out of bounds. And I'm not knocking officials because realistically, I think they've done a very good job here tonight.
Right. As we get inside of 2 minutes, and it's still a 12-point game. Let's talk about what's happening next week. We talked about this earlier at halftime. You're going to get the replay of the football game between East Ascension and Denham Springs, a comeback victory for East Ascension that helped them clinch a share of the district title. And then we're going to be back in January with basketball and soccer as 1:15 left to go. So next week we'll cover the football replay, and then in 2 weeks it's going to be EA Santa Ma boys soccer, and then you're going to get the EA Santa Ma girls soccer as it's 1:08 left to go. And East Ascension trying to hold on to a double-digit lead and get their 9th victory of the season as Talikas Irvin goes to the line.
Well, I think Coach Green answered your question at about the 1:30 mark. He kind of took the air out of the ball.
Yep.
And not to say they're not going to shoot, because they're shooting free throws right here, but, you're not going to turn down a layup.
Nope. And an offensive rebound. Dumas played a nice game here tonight.
Good hustle there by number 11, Latavian Dumas.
And he'll go to the free throw line. So East Ascension, we talked about this a little bit earlier. This is kind of a midweek between tournament game right here. They just finished the Madison Prep tournament. Of course, they played the Spartan Classic, go figure, right? And then they're going to, from the 28th and 29th, they're going to play in the Northwest tournament, as first free throw is good. Then January 5th to 7th, they're going to play the Wade Sims tournament. Then they're going to get North side on the 10th of January, and then district play begins as you get a steal and a putback and in.
I like Ofonto on that one. On the left side, use the left hand, protect it with your body. Outstanding job there.
And no good. And so district play for East Ascension boys as we get down to 40 seconds. It'll begin at Dutchtown on January 11th as more free throws. See the steal. And
I'm not going to say it would look better if he'd have dished it off.
Came in with a left hand, too.
Came in with a left hand and
did a good job.
Protected that ball seriously with the body.
And so Tyrone T.J. Winsey, excuse me, sorry about that. Winsey, 6-foot sophomore, misses the free throw. Fondo put back, misses. Fondo put back, scores.
Fondo says, I might need to be a post player. All these shots I'm getting around the goal.
The 26.5 left to go, and it's a 19-point game. So make a correction. The non-district games are the early games, so that game against Dutchtown is a non-district game. Of course, they play the one district match.
And that's all season. About what? The one district match instead of two.
Why don't you explain that one?
It's all about a power ranking deal. And, baseball, softball coaches, basketball coaches, football coaches, they're always thinking of ways to make a better situation even better.
Okay.
And so it all depends. If you look at that schedule, if you have, let's just say, a very weak team in there, then you would definitely only want to play them once.
Okay. That makes sense.
And so if you only play them once, maybe you could play, Walker.
Okay, you play a tough team from out of district.
Yeah.
Okay. Winsey's going to go back to the line. As we kind of just play out the rest of the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. Now it's a 20-point lead. So about halfway through the first quarter to halftime, it was about a 6 to 8 point game. Then it was about a 12 to 15 point game through the third quarter, almost late into the fourth. Got it down to 10, actually. And now the lead has ballooned up a third time to 20. And no good. Rebound, and I don't think, well, maybe he will. Look, he's going to go ahead and slam it. But they're going to let him do it. Jack Clark says, I'll take the points and I'll flush it home.
He's been around that goal a number of times here in the second half.
He had a great fourth quarter. And it's a 22-point victory for East Ascension as they beat H.L. Bourgeois 77 to 55. As you see, one more look at it as the exclamation point on a impressive victory for East Ascension. We'll take a break and wrap things up. 77-55 our final. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Daily routines change, but the land stays the same. There's ground to cover, a herd to feed, and you still have to make it back in time to get a clean start on tomorrow. So run with us on a John Deere Gator, because being linked to the land means the work never stops. Nothing runs like a deer.
At Ascension Equipment, save more today and mow tomorrow.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
The A-Team at Eustis Mortgage, here to serve all your home lending needs. Our company is a Louisiana-based family-owned mortgage company. Our mission is to provide custom-tailored mortgage solutions while educating our clients and providing the highest level of customer service during the transaction. Whether you're buying a home or looking to refinance, we would love to be of assistance to you. The A-Team at Eustis Mortgage is a proud supporter of Ascension Parish Athletics.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
And we're back to wrap things up. Jeff Porsche with David Swacker. And our final score, boys basketball, East Ascension with a comfortable win tonight over HL Bourgeois, 77-55. And, Coach, you got any final thoughts here tonight?
Well, my thoughts were I enjoy watching good basketball. I'm not much on the three-point shot. But, you know, when you watch this game right here defensively, I thought both teams played very hard. Offensively, you know, I don't think anybody took bad shots, and it looked like if somebody was open, they passed the ball. So I felt like East Ascension from the time we saw them against Donaldsonville has really improved, and they look like they just play a straight, just a smooth game right here. And the one thing that they're going to have to maybe improve on is they need to shoot a little better percentage from around that goal. But I saw some good things, out of the Spartans tonight.
And our upcoming games of the week, you see the replay of East Ascension's comeback victory over Denham Springs on homecoming night. Forgot to mention that. So that one's a fun game to watch all around. So that's going to be next week, our replay, as we're going to take the Christmas holidays off like everybody else. 2 weeks, we're going to have EA in Santa Maria boys soccer, followed by EA in Santa Maria girls soccer. So it's going to be soccer time coming up in January, plus basketball. So lots of games coming up in 2023. So our final score, East Ascension wins. They improve to 9-5. As you see, the final score 77-55. HL Bourgeois drops to 3-11. Thanks to everybody. Great job, Nolan and Josh did a great job. Everybody, y'all are awesome, man, and did a great job. And that's going to put a bow on 2022. It's been a great 2022. We've seen some great teams this season, or this calendar year. We're going to see some great teams coming up in 2023. So that's going to finish things here for everybody, especially Coach Swack. I'm Jeff Porsche. Good night. You have been watching the Rev Game of the Week.